Hello, this is Michelle. I'm transgender before surgery. I'm I make my diary about my transition and not just about all this, also about my life, emotions, relationships, because it everything connected. I can tell just about my transition and don't tell anything about what happened with me and around me. So yeah. Today is great day. It's wonderful because not great, wonderful. Yeah, it will be right word. It snows first in Vienna, so it's beautiful weather outside, and we had some uh, time to walk in, to see around the city and visit some places and have some conversation. So yeah, now I came back home and I have a little business to do as usual, but wanted first to make my diary. And today I want to tell with my diary, to talk with my diary about few things. First one is that still, my that experience few days ago, I came to the shop. Maybe you have seen my previous videos. If not, I am. I will tell in short. So uh, I was looking like some stuff because it was like a big sales, and I tried some clothes how it will looks like on me, and some clothes will be good, real good, like for like it was my size, it was really cool, but one detail was missed. It's like bust, some woman clothes is not really cool. um, Looks like when you don't have a tall bust, yeah. And because of that, I couldn't buy those things. But I realized in that moment that I'm going the right way. I'm doing everything to get my hormone therapy, and that's the way I would like to move. And it any doubt that it's right way, it's correct way. I would love to be a woman. I would love to be pleasured by men. I would love to be uh, the person who get attention from men around, and I would love to look cool with all this stuff and these perfect, beautiful clothes which will notice my body, my shape of body, and everything of it. And yeah, oh, and also makeup and all of the things, and of course I understand that it could be it could sound wired, but it was like some moment when I finally realized that yeah, is everything okay? You don't need to worry anymore. You going right way. And I became so calm and so quiet, and it was such nice. I was happy, and all my worries about my relationships, about everything became on second plan because no, not at this moment, but at some moment when I started to thinking about that, and yeah, that evening I was a little bit worried because we had again some not cool moments that day, but then it was so like so cool, and I don't worry anymore. I just wondering about one thing when my hormonotherapy starts, and I don't have any doubts. that I want to make it. It was like, fighting between some my experience like living like a man, and this new experience, this unknown for me experience, just beginning or going this way, women like a woman. And I realized that my previous, not realize, maybe my previous experience, it was like a part of me which tried to go on, yeah, or to a life or something like this. But at this moment I realized that it's no chance to live like a man, even for one person, even for little. No, I am a woman. I am okay. I am a transgender woman, but I am a woman, and that's all I want. I want to be a woman. Yeah. So it was like a finalization of everything, And now I am happy because I am thinking about this every day. I am so excited. I am thinking how it will be look like when I will have some body changes, when I have some mood changes, when I became a more truly woman, and I will be more female, yeah. And it's so exciting. I don't know. I am just wondering when it will be happening, and waiting for this. Yeah, and yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and another one thing I want to tell for my diary, it's like some experience of living transgender in different societies. Okay, it's like a different topics, yeah, but I just get that in my memory, yeah, and I want to tell from finally it's my diary. I became not like at first as a transgender. It was like step by step decision. I honestly I always was knowing that in one day I became a woman. Honestly, even with myself, even when I was starting my last relationship, I was lying myself, but inside me, I knew the truth. And it's actually a worst part of all of this situation, because I realized that I lied to myself and I used the situation, yeah, because I knew that someday I will become a woman. I just haven't been have not been thinking that my relationship maybe will become so seriously. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, uh, and when something happened in my life, I don't even remember what exactly. I just start thinking that I could try just a little bit, a little bit became more feminine, not like became a woman or have a woman lifestyle, just some piece, a little bit. I don't know, maybe some part of unisex clothes, not just manly clothes, yeah, like some white shoes, I don't know, or some jeans, unisex or something like this. And yeah, I like it a lot, and it was also so exciting, and I was so happy when I tried. And then okay, it's good for me, it works for me, maybe I will try something else. And I tried something else, I don't know, for example, a little bit more unusual hairstyle than I had before, not so long, right now. Actually, I was dreaming about long hair all the time from my childhood. But yeah, it wasn't so long from the beginning. And the things step by step, okay, then another one thing, then another one thing, then earrings, then something else. Then I started to try some real feminine things like manicure, like gel manicure or something like this, like some accessories, like some other things. And then in one moment I even didn't realize that I am going like on a crazy speed to this way to become feminine, to become a woman. And it was the time that I couldn't stop anyway, already know. And yeah, it just started. My body wasn't ready for that changes even without hormone therapy. I am also right now without hormone therapy, as I am just waiting for my confirmation. But anyway, I had some issues, I had to fix it. And I worked a lot. I worked a lot with my body, with exercises and so on, to make my hips bigger, to bring out some fat from the front of body and other things, and also hair on the body, and also all the things. And in some way I became like more feminine. It wasn't already a man, because it couldn't be a man on heels with skirt, with some makeup on face and manicure and so on. But everybody could recognize men's physiology inside here. So I tried to be brave and came out and had my lifestyle like this. But then I started, to had some situation when I realized how it's hard. It's not broke me, but that's the thing actually I want to tell. It just was a long preview, yeah. And this is the thing I want to share. Because when you became different, and real big different, not just like, I don't know, color hair, yeah. When you became real different, like a transgender, which is like in some start of his or her way, everybody sees this. And some people accept it well, some people don't accept, but don't say to you anything or make to you anything. And some people became crazy. It was like from the beginning, like from in my old one work, even when I just tried some, unisex clothes, white shoes, I don't know, something real not wired, yeah, some simple things. They all became to discuss me and share these things about me, like I'm a gay, like not even a gay. They called me faggot, I think, yeah. And when I became more feminine, I quit my job and started my own business. And I was like, working on the street, and always noticed that people look for me, and some of them was putting fingers on my side. Some of them was looking really wired, and some of them even making things much worse. I have never forgot the day when I done my coming out in Facebook. I was like going home, and some stupid guys, I don't know, 20, 25 years maybe, start laughing from me making some photos and videos. And plus, I was like um, going by underground, and they just was doing it so noisy, and everybody was looking at me, and some girl asked mom why they are so doing these things, why they are so laughing, yeah, why they do these things, why they do that. And she said like, oh, you see, it's a man in women jeans, and they do that because of that. She doesn't ask anything that their behavior is unnormal or unusual, and she just said that I am not okay. And they was keep doing that. It was like 15 minutes of shame, full shame, shame which was a long time with me. After that, I came back home. I done post in Facebook where tried to describe the situation and explain that I didn't choose this way. It like something that is inside on me, and yeah, some like simple things like this. And yeah, so you had a lot of situations like this, have, and I also had after and before not so wild situation, but it was enough lot, yeah. And you know, if somebody tell you that oh, transgender MTF became transgender because they think that living like a woman much more easy than like a man, no, it's totally shit, because living like a transgender, it's totally harder than any other thing, because you have a lot of problems, because you have all problems have women, almost all, you have almost all problems that you had from previous life, and also you have all this crazy amount of problems because of the things that you are a transgender. And another one thing was like buying clothes, another situation. When you need to buy something, you go to the shop, and every staff, every personnel looking at you like, oh, this faggot came in, and so on. I am talking about my previous experience here in Ukraine, not here in Europe. It is much more easier, but in Ukraine it was like a terrible. And when you even go and just in some public place just to buy some products, I don't know, some supermarket, everybody is looking for you, and you always feel this, thing like you are not the one person that they want to see here. And the most terrible thing when we came to the cinema or some places like that, or some cafe or some restaurant, and you need to go to WC. It could sound funny, yeah, but it wasn't funny for me at that time, because you need to go to WC just to make some things, yeah. But when you go, you want to go to the woman's WC because it's like more natural for you, yeah. It's not because you are crazy or you are some sexual not a good person. Yeah, I don't know how to English call, but you understand me. Just need to make your things and go out. And when you came, people inside is looking for you like, why she or he goes here. And if you would like to try to go to the main WC in look like this in Ukraine, it won't be good for you, believe me. So I tried not to go to WC in public places, and it was terrible because you feel so bad, you know. It's like not even about rights, it's like about health. You couldn't do your things because you shame yourself, because everybody makes you shame yourself. And yeah, and when you need other things like, I don't know, government offices or something like this, it also wasn't like, you know. So living a transgender woman before surgery, my experience here, when everybody understands that you are transgender, okay, maybe right now not everybody, but most of people understand that you are transgender, it's like living as a person who is getting shame from the morning to the late evening, and during the day you have a lot of situation that makes you shame. I don't know how you could not become depressed in that situation, because it's a really terrible thing. And so somebody even could tell you that it's like, you know, you have to have some therapy to become normal and so on. Yeah, when we came to the Europe in Austria, it became more easy because I started to go free to the public places, shops, other things. It wasn't a problem, like I told it me. And even when we started work, it was at first McDonald's, because we didn't use Deutsch at all, even one word, just started. And the one job we could find, it was McDonald's. uh, I came to interview, and it was like interview with really great manager. I respect her really much, and she was like with some person who helped her. It's called like a team lead or something like this, and she they too asked me how to pronounce me, what room I would like to use to change the clothes, how I would like to be called. And it was so strange for me, you know, because I had never had so much respect from some person in Ukraine. I was so happy, and yeah, I was like working easy here, and everybody accept me as a woman, and it was so beautiful, really beautiful. And then in few months I noticed some changes in society around, because no, it was like big village. Honestly, it was a big village, and some people started to have some another behavior. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that it's just because of that thing that I'm transgender, but after this, because when I came, you know, it was a tough road. 1 month after war started and so on, I wasn't like on high heels with makeup and so on. I was looking like manly, and when I became more feminine, I noticed some changes, neighborhoods, some people around. So yeah, in some villages or small cities, even in Europe, it's still not so cool to be transgender. People don't accept it all. Also, you. But when we came to Vienna, it became different. Of course, there are a lot of people also that could not accept people like me, especially with some culture, tradition, and so on, like Muslims or something like this. But most of people accept it well. They even don't amaze because it's normal here, and I am not the one person here, and I saw other persons. But you know, the most crazy thing I noticed, some of them when they are walking on the street or came somewhere, the same face that I had before, with full of shame, because every time that you need to come out on the street, feel a large shame, for the that thing that who you are. Yeah, you shame who you are. You shame because of that. And yeah, now after some time I finally decided to make my hormone therapy because it's my way. Sometimes it like became more harder, sometimes I understand it more clear, but the most important thing, I know I want to be a woman, and I want to be accepted. Not I want to be a woman, I want to be accepted as a woman, because I am a woman. Okay, I am a transgender woman, but I am a woman, and I want to be accepted as a woman. And for that, I need some hormone therapy, some surgery to accept it more easier. Yeah, and yeah, but what I want to say, live as transgender is a really stressful and hard thing. It's not like some fun, it's not like some adventure. It even, I haven't thought about meetings with men, because almost all my dates except the last one I thought about that it was like you hadn't any respect from men. You was like, you know, for them you like some person with who they could have fast sex and relax, and that's all. No respect, no relationship, no any feelings, no love, no liking, just like places to shoot the sperm. So yeah, and it's terrible. It's terrible thing. I think we should change that. I don't know how, but girls like me had a lot of things that made them shame, and not only shame. I hope it will be changed in some time. I hope society will accept it, all persons like we. But statistics said that more than one half of transgender person before 16 thinking about suicide. You know, more than 50% thinking about suicide. Yeah, so that was the thing I would like to share, to tell about my experience living as a transgender, like a different people, like people who isn't the person or the people around accepted and expect to be you. Yeah. So yeah, I am ready to have my diary. I am ready to hear you all, to share information with you, and I wish you everything the best. If you are transgender person, you have to be strong. Don't look around and just go your way. You deserve to live your own life. It's really important for you. It's for me. See you soon. Tschüss. Baba.